We live, we live.
Yo, 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 it's the one and only. Hold on, let me come screen up. The ghetto griot, the one and only big game. Y'all know, even though I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, I live in Texas and I ride with the Spurs and I love Wemby. Wemby is my favorite Spurs player and I ride with the Spurs. Outside of the Bulls, I love the Spurs. I ride with the Spurs. I rock with Dallas too because of Kyrie Irving and my boy AD over there. But go Spurs! Shout out to Wimby and the Austin Spurs. I'm a fan and a friend of their organization. They show me love every time I go to the Austin Spurs games. I got love and I got some tickets to go to the San Antonio Spurs when I come back from Chicago, so I'm going. But y'all know what's going on. It's the Ghetto Greer out the one and only Big Gang. And tonight I got some exclusive lore for you. Just a little catch up, maybe some little details. Maybe y'all did know, maybe you did know, and maybe we can all discuss together. And then we're gonna talk about Durk and some more. And but first off, the first news I want to talk about is K Flop. Man, bro, I feel so bad for Shorty, right? I feel so bad for Shorty for numerous reasons. But my main reason is Shorty life is over. He got to do 30 years, and he doing fed time. And out of them 30 years, he gonna at least do 20 at best. 20, he might do 20. He might do 20, 25. He might get compassionate release. They might change a law. Some might happen within the next 10, 15, 20 years. He might get out. He might do 25, 20, 25. You gotta do 83% of your time. They might have lowered it to 80. Kids, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let this be a cautionary tale. I say this all the time. If you're gonna be a rapper, get out the streets. If you're gonna really get in the spotlight and you're gonna push this rap stuff to another level and you're gonna change your life or you wanna change your life, bro, you gotta get out the streets. Ain't no 1 foot in, no 1 foot out no more, bro. Ain't none of that. Ain't no more. What's going on? What's going on? The monkey business. What's going on, Big Boy TV? Man, I just want to say this to all the kids that see this, because K Flock was on top of the world. At one point, he was the number one rapper out of New York. Signed a deal, was the new face of drill music, at least New York drill, and that changed. You still sliding, you still committing crimes, you still in the mix, you still gang banging, you still doing all that. And at the end of the day, they say this little dude been committing crimes since he been 11 years old, and he was 22. He was a lifelong criminal. When the judge, if y'all go read this, it is it's everywhere. Cause I'm tired of y'all. This is sidebar, and I'm gonna stick back to the subject. I'm tired of y'all saying we snitching, we this, we that. And I'm talking about content creators and podcasters like me, Trap Lord Ross, academics, whatever. We just bring y'all the news on our platforms. All this is out. Y'all can go look at this information. Basically, he do all this sliding, all this killing, all this terrorizing, all this, all this, and he loses everything. And the only thing he got to that is, I was a real nigga, bro. Now you finna be in jail for 30 years being a real nigga, bro. You had the world at your feet. You had artists lining up to do collabs with you. You had companies lining up to work with you. You had people ready to sign you to bigger endorsement deals. And you wasted your life in the same hood you was trying to get out of. So let this be a lesson to all y'all kids, man. Like, I don't even want to go the negative route and be like, see, look, this is what happened because nah, bro. Shorty had a story of triumph and could have made it out and could have did something with himself. But y'all be so addicted to them streets and like no monkey business said, and it's the truth. Y'all, we as a race, and me, I'm guilty of it. Y'all have heard me say it plenty of times. Big Gang has said, I like when my gangster rappers do gangster shit. I like when my gangster rappers make shit happen. I like when my gangster rappers be in the mix. And the whole time we shouldn't. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We shouldn't support. We shouldn't. We should be the main niggas, the podcasters, the behind the scenes niggas. We should be the main niggas telling these little niggas to get off the streets because they got some talent, bro. But who are we? Are they gonna listen to us? Excuse me. When I was that age, I wasn't listening to those niggas when I was sliding, doing what I was doing. I wasn't listening to those niggas, and I had good examples around me.
They're too busy wearing shiesties and trying to catch hats and hit licks and all these other things. Go crazy.
It's like these little niggas. You right, bro. It is facts. So you know what? I gotta keep it real, bro. Y'all, man, listen. Big Gang don't like to go in too much of his personal life, but y'all, if you know, you know, bro. I got a friend right now that, man, I can talk about it because shit, the case closed, and hell, it is what it is. When my old crib got raided that made me move to Glen Street before I moved to where I'm at now, our crib got raided. You know what I'm saying? We was under investigation. I was being watched. My crib got hit for 16 bricks. And my homeboy, he took the charge. Real nigga, like he took the charge. Like he took all the weight. And he currently in the joint, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But he had pending cases already. But that's a whole different story. Free my nigga Dollar. He had pending cases already. Big Gang done been fortunate to duck a CCE and a RICO, and I got away from a RICO in Chicago, bro. That shit ain't no joke. That shit ain't no joke when you got alarms for every hour and you sleeping and waking up every hour because you don't know when the boys is coming. That shit ain't no joke, bro. So I don't think these kids understand, bro. This RICO law, all this shit. This is what they using to take niggas down. This is what they use. This is how they get niggas to take each other down. I'm gonna say this, bro. Wasn't no internet when we was doing dirt. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna Big Gang gonna keep it real. When Big Gang was in the streets sliding on niggas, doing what he was doing, or with his homies or whatever the case was, Big Gang wasn't Big Gang wasn't sliding on innocent people. Big Gang wasn't uploading shit on Urban Chat and on Yahoo motherfucking Messenger and motherfucking MySpace
Yeah.
showing niggas what we was doing. It wasn't that serious. And we was the first generation that had the capabilities to do that stuff. And we
And
wasn't doing it.
and then the cameras on the phones back in the day, you know what I'm
Once
saying?
we
That
got
we
the
used to
camera
use.
phones, that was it.
But more to your point though, the cameras that was on the phones, they was blurry, looked like they was shot from a potato, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Extra
Yeah.
blurry. Can't barely see nothing.
As technology got better, the internet got better. So as the internet
I
got
showed
better,
that like 240p.
yeah, we got dumber. As the internet got better, we got dumber. And people got dumber. As the internet got better, people got dumber. Has the technology changed, the people got more complacent. Now, like I told some young group, I speak at youth homes and stuff like that when I get a chance. I was just telling some young niggas, bro, ain't no such thing as a perfect crime no more. Ain't no such thing as a perfect crime in 2025. It's cameras everywhere. It's something everywhere. Like you literally have to plot and plan and think before you go make a bad choice. And in the lure you doing that, somewhere you gotta calm down and think twice about it. That's how you know half the niggas that get into the shit they get into, Jet, it be spur of the moment, not thinking. Like the niggas that killed Dolph. I bet you a straight drop can go do that all over again. I bet you he would do everything different. If he could do the whole play all over, if God could rewind the clock and he could go back, he would do everything. I bet you he would. I bet you straight dropping them niggas would. They was egregiously sloppy. They was egregious sloppy. Because ain't no such thing as a perfect crime. But when you dealing with niggas that's calculating, that's cold, real gangsters, not young high-head niggas, real calculated gangsters, real calculated shooters, niggas that think before they do, They're gonna go get all black for real. Not all black with logos, all black with some stitching on there, all black everything for real.
What up, no monkey? No, I mean,
They gonna do that for real. When
yeah.
the real snipers, when the real hitters come get you, they come right. They burn the car up a few blocks away. They walk back up the block. They walk. They don't drive up to the scene. They run up to the scene because they parked around the corner where the camera don't see them leaving. They walk it down. They don't run out there. They don't pull up in the car, run off with the plates on. They park the car with the no plates on there and the vent covered, and then they go. Then they go off. Then they walk up a block or so, or maybe a few feet or so, or a building or two, and they get busy. The real killers do.
Yeah.
So most of these niggas that's out here doing this shit, and that lead me back to the K Flock shit. If all these niggas could go back and do this shit over again, I guarantee you they would. You can't do nothing. Everything recorded. You literally got caught. You just gotta be, you gotta make it seem with unreasonable doubt you wasn't even there or that ain't you. You gotta create a reasonable doubt. That's what it is. Ain't no such thing as nobody saw you do or nothing got seen because CCTV is everywhere. Cameras is everywhere now. So it's no such thing as that. Back in the day, it was blind spots. Maybe it was too dark outside and the street lights weren't on. Maybe Miss Pearly wasn't looking out her window that night. It's variables that you got away with murder back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. Now, no, you're caught. But however, can you create reasonable doubt that that ain't you on that camera? But if niggas was thinking smart, you would know. Leave your phone at home. Leave your phone at home. Why are you taking your phone on a killing?
But that's like who was it? Was it? I could be wrong. Correct me, but I want to say they caught FEG Duck killers because they said the dude had like a soda can on the ground. Who was that? There was one somebody that got killed. One of the rappers, and then like I think that they had everything almost put up, but I think the
With
dude was, was drinking a
Rondo,
coke, and then he had put it on the floor.
Rondo number 9. Nigga, see, they left his phone at the scene of the murder and had to try to come back and get it. Why would you take your phone on a murder? When they can ping it, they get it, they gonna ping it. They get it, they hook it up to their machines, bro. The police still got a phone in mind they ain't get back yet. They ping it. They ping the towers. And then eventually, yeah, of course. Niggas can't, man. Here's the thing. Most niggas can't keep a secret to themselves. They gotta let people know who, what, when, and where, how they did some crazy shit. So most niggas, they put it like the rappers now, they just put it in their
Everybody want to be like Old Dog. Remember Old Dog on Menace to Society? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, he smoked dude. He had to get the camera footage to show everybody.
But that's all it is. Everybody a bunch of old dogs now. Everybody a bunch of old dogs now. That's all everybody is. A bunch of old dogs now.
Old dog
y'all sliding, y'all sliding, smoking niggas, then going back to the scene, posting the body, all that. Ooh, man, down, all that.
No monkey. Yeah, they want some credit. It's like they got to show that, you know how you got to show your credit, show your work when you do math in school.
Yeah, look, I caught some hats. Like, I don't believe Bloodhound Lil Jeff had all them hats, bro. That little boy ain't had all them hats. That little boy wasn't killing all them people. That little boy wasn't doing all that, man. These little niggas really don't be killers for real. They be just pulling up, spraying, and then running around, bro. So in the case of K Flock, he got 30 years federal. Let me make that understood. He got 30 federal. 30 of them things federal. The only thing that man can do is become a better citizen, change his life, and give glory to God, man.
Yeah, he need to give his life to God for sure.
But it's over with as far as the rap go. I mean, they got technology in the joint. I gotta take a shot for bro. They got. I've been drinking this lately.
What? Mm-hmm. Gang taking a shot. I ain't seen you. Y'all, I don't never see Gang drink.
It's the holiday season. So
I feel you.
after
I'm no
this,
judgment. I'm just like, what? I didn't
yeah,
even realize.
after this, I probably won't be drinking no more till my birthday. My birthday in February. I'm gonna be fucked up on my birthday. Um,
Gotta get it in.
yeah, I'm getting it in on my birthday.
Got to.
Um, basically, Save Side, DOA, that whole gang, bro. They was terrorizing the Bronx, the whole neighborhood, killing niggas, shooting people, all types of shit. And when you a menace to society like that and you famous, they gotta put you away. They gotta put you away. The streets got old to me, bro, when I realized like, man, ain't no more penalty for rapping. Ain't no more penalty for snitching. Just like with the whole with I was watching Trap Lil Ross when he was talking about shout out to Trap Lil Ross when he's talking about Atlanta and the whole Young Thug snitching and Gunna snitching, but Young Thug don't get no repercussions. And then you know what I'm saying, 21 Savage ain't changed it up on Young Thug, even though Young Thug was low key telling on PV Roscoe. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where the streets was dead to me when I realized niggas made stipulations for niggas that told. Oh, he cool, so he get a pass. Oh, he cool, man. He was just under pressure. We knew he was a bitch ass nigga anyway. What? So he get a pass because of that? I bet. That's when I realized the streets weren't the same no more, and it was time for niggas to get out of there. When kids started getting killed and niggas started being proud about killing kids, that's when I knew the streets was over with. Cause when I was a kid, the streets weren't like that, bro. The streets was a safe place. The streets was where niggas went to be safe. The streets is where niggas went to be with their friends. The streets is where niggas was at to have fun. The streets was where niggas was at to get money. It ain't like that no more. It's just not. It's not in there no more. It's not the same no more. It's the Chinese New Year of the rats. All the shit different. All this shit different. All this shit not the same. This shit not the same, bro. This shit don't it was rats, I'm sure in the 70s. I'm sure it was rats in Nicky Barnes them days. Cause look, they told. I'm sure it was rats in Larry Hoover because they got told on. I'm positive it's rats in every generation. I think this the generation the most where rats are accepted. But one thing I can say about K Flock is he went out like a gangster. He went out like he said he was. He went out like a gangster. He stood on his laurels. He ain't snitch on nobody. He ain't tell on nobody. He took his 30. He ain't take no plea deal. He ain't cooperate. He ain't do none of that. He took his plea deal and he stuck with it. He took his 30 like a man. He took his time like a man. Now he get out of jail, he gonna be 50 something years old.
That's
That's the
tough, man.
that's the reality of it. You 22 years old. You probably ain't never you probably ain't never had a threesome.
A little over half of your life, what you could do.
You
I don't
probably
know
you
that
had
three.
and guess what's gonna hurt more? He had all the means to do so. That's what hurt me more as an OG and an older nigga from the streets. These little niggas be having all the means to change their life. You got all the means to change your life, your friends' life, your family life, everybody around you life. And you rather choose to be on the streets. You rather choose to gang bang, kill, rob, and steal, then go rap about it. Like, come on, bro. So that's my take on that, man. My heart go out to him because I hate that. As an OG, I hate seeing a young nigga that had all the potential in the world go down the drain. And he get out when he 52. It's over with. He had all the means to change his life. He had all the means to get out. Maybe he can get an appeal. Maybe he can do an appeal and come home. He was facing life. So who knows? Maybe
30
he can.
years
Maybe, huh?
look better than 30 years look better than life, or 30 years
30
still
years look better
30
than
years
life.
way too
So
long.
maybe in 5 or 10, he when the notoriety of the case die down
I don't know.
and
He may be fucked just because of the fact that look at TK.
but you know what it was with TK though? Look at where TK at, bro. He in
Yeah,
Texas. And then one thing Texas don't play about the crimes he got hit for, you know you can't play with Texas old folks. Texas love their elderly. Texas love their elderly. The stuff TK got caught for, the robbing the old folks out, they love their elderly, bro. Even though he didn't get caught on the bodies, them aggravated assaults. I mean, you know Texas don't play that. Texas don't play that out here. I don't know if y'all know that, but aggravated assault, aggravated robbery, aggravated any man, what? They hemming you up. They hemming you up. They was trying to give me 6 years off rip until they lowered my charge. The DA lowered my charge. They was trying to, but my lawyer was smart enough to figure it out. Like, nah, bro, ain't no way this your first felony, and they trying to give you an open plea for 6 years, and they trying to tell you this what you maxed out at because of your past and who you is. And I was like, this is my first felony, and it took for them to lower it to just a discharge of a firearm, a discharge of a firearm with daily conduct for them to let me get probation. And I still got 6 years, but I can get off after my birthday in February though. But that's the reality of it, bro. Like it's the system. It is what it is. Like they don't play like that, bro. Texas don't play like that. A lot of places don't play like that. But I know for sure Texas don't play like that. For sure, for sure. Texas don't play no games about aggravated anything. They mean business. Hold on, what you say? All the street niggas I know out the streets, all people I know. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and then we can hit the next subject.
Yeah, when I talk about Durk, get to Durk next. Cause
All the street niggas, I can segue into that. All the street niggas that I know, bro, being real, that's hardcore with this shit, like I am. We either glad we made it out, they in jail, and they glad they still alive, but they in jail, probably locked up for the last 10, 15, 20 years, or they dead in the ground. Y'all see me post a lot about my best friends, man. My best out of all my homies, man, it's just me and maybe two or three other my homeboys left because everybody else dead in jail. And everybody really dead. You feel me? And that's a hurting feeling. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, it's like when it comes to this street shit, it's like this shit don't love you, bro. This shit don't love nobody. This street ain't nothing to be glorified, bro. That shit dead, fam. I lost everything to the streets. When I'm talking about like everything, I lost everything to the streets, man. That shit, they glorifying a losing game. They glorifying a game they know we losing. They know they losing. So, and that's the thing with Durk. Now, segueing into the next topic with Durk getting his motion to dismiss this file, knocked off or whatever, or dismissed. They are going to take Durk to the door. He got to go to the door. They got to publicize the trial. They got to get the public opinion. They got to sway. They got to do all that. If Durk, I've been hearing this, and I don't know how real this is. They say Durk got a shot. They say if the main people that paid for everything can come forward and say that Durk didn't know or he had no knowledge, Durk could either walk free or get less time than everybody, a lot of people. But I don't know how smart them niggas is. See, if I was Durk niggas and it was me, I'm smart. Durk the money. We need Durk on the streets. We need Durk out on the streets, bro. We need Lil Durk out on the streets to make the money so he can put money on the books. So if I'm gonna keep it real, if I'm a part of that indictment and I know I directly had something to do with it, man, that man ain't know. We really was just we was just trying to gain favor from Durk. We told Durk we told Durk we was going to make some moves and do some other shit. And it just so happened we stumbled on that. It just so happened we stumbled upon that and we killed that nigga Lil Pop. You know what I'm saying? But Durk ain't had nothing to do with that. Bro, that completely that saves that frees Durk. And if not free him, that saves him for life or much as life or much time as anybody else. So I would hope that somebody would come forward and be like, man, that nigga ain't know nothing about this shit. He was chilling, bro. I was just chilling, bro. He was just chilling. Durk was just at the crib, man. He ain't know nothing about that killing. He ain't know what was going on. He ain't know till after the fact. And then of course, him being him, he made fun of the murder on wax. So the only thing they could get him for is knowledge. Because it's not a C. It's not a C. I don't think it's a. Is it a RICO? I don't think it's a RICO. Is it a RICO, Jet?
hold on, let me look.
I don't think it's a Rico.
Hold on. Yeah, murder for hire. So Rico with a bunch of
Yeah.
organizational activities, criminal.
So is it a Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they play it right, he might can get less years than everybody else. I've seen Ricos where this nigga may get 10, this nigga may get 5. These lower level niggas might get 2 or 3. These niggas might get 7. These niggas might get 10. The higher up niggas might get 20, 25. Yep. He had the money. Niggas be having, and that's the thing. Niggas be having all the means to get free. The niggas be having all the means to get away, get free, be out the way, change their life, and they choose to slum with this shit. They choose to be on the block with this shit. They choose to still entice in the life that was gonna take them down. So, Durk, my advice to you is, man, just get ready to go to trial. You going to trial, they're gonna take you to the door. I hope your lawyer's good enough. I hope they can get you off. I hope they gotta create a reasonable doubt, and you can probably win. That's my honest opinion. Next subject. Which one will we on next?
Oh yeah. Let's get to the street lore. Let's get to some.
Okay, okay.
Let's
All
get
right.
to meat and
So,
potatoes.
big game be tapped into the streets. Y'all know I know my shit. Y'all know I know who, what, when, why, and how. And I mean, y'all probably know this, and it's some common knowledge, but I want to talk about Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 and the mess that Big 30 made in Pooh Shiesty absence and the things that happened in parallel with the war with in Memphis and Young Dolph. And not necessarily Young Dolph, but things around Young Dolph. I got from a birdie that's from Memphis, a real reliable source, that the Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 song Allegations is about none other than True the Mafia head. Who was it? Was it J Money or D? It was D Money, I believe. Both brothers that sold.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, I believe so. Let me. Let's
They
get
got yeah, they got off on both brothers. Now, this is what the streets say. Now I don't know how true that is, but I could definitely see where it come in at. Because at that time, Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 KSGB had their ties with Young Mob. And I don't know if y'all know who Pooh Shiesty Dead is, but he one of the man, he a big shot caller. He like Memphis, one thing about Memphis, they respect their OGs. Have you noticed that, Jet?
Yeah, this is more on D money.
Yeah.
This is all D money. So go ahead. What
Yeah.
were you saying?
Yeah, like Memphis, they respect their OGs. Memphis OGs still got say so. They OGs still got say so. They older heads still got say so. They older heads still got like married in the streets in Memphis. They old heads still get looked at with a certain level of respect. Like Hernandez Govan, Hernandez Govan. He one of them niggas. He one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like he like older nigga, but the niggas fuck with him. Niggas respect him. So you know what I'm saying? He can make stuff happen. So it's a lot of OGs like that that's in Memphis, that's from Memphis, that still got their card and can pull it. And Pooh Shiesty Daddy, who was allegedly a shot caller in Young Mob, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He was able to smooth stuff over for real because they knew Pooh Shiesty was taking off with the rap stuff. They was taking off with the rap stuff. So basically, like it's a whole bunch of just convoluted he say she say, but from what I understand and what I got from deep True to Mafia D Money, he all these I want y'all to know something. All these guys knew each other. They was friends at some point. That's why when Big 30 cousin Newski got killed, you get what I'm saying? It was it
Hmm.
was it was a retaliation. It was a retaliation killing. But that led out with the falling out with Big Scar now. So it because he they was cool with Scar first. They was all cool with Scar. And Scar is Pooh Shiesty real blood cousin. But he truly. But they KSGB and KSGB got their ties to Young Mob and Chopper Gang. They got their own little inner relationships with each other. Memphis gang culture is like it's so weird, bro. It's so weird. It's like gangs with sub gangs. It's confused. It's more confusing than Chicago gang culture. For that, if I'm saying that, that's a lie.
Right.
That gang culture is confusing. That gang culture is confusing out there. And so, with that being said, Pooh Shiesty still got a relationship with CMG based off of the fact that his dad was cool with Juke and Gotti. His dad know them. His pops got a relationship with them. So it ain't far fetched. Pooh kind of one of them dudes that when you know the dude in the streets that he can kind of move a certain way because his pedigree speaks for itself, because his family and where he come from and who he is, and that kind of goes a long way. That's what Pooh Shiesty got going for him in Memphis. So it's like you really don't want to do nothing to him because you know something gonna come behind it. But yes, legend has it, and allegedly through the grapevine, I heard that yes, Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 has something to do with True Mafia D Money Gun. Now here's the catcher. They say Pooh Shiesty out right now trying to rebuild relationships and trying to mend stuff and trying to make stuff happen. But basically, niggas is inherit. That's what it all boiled down to me. It seemed like niggas is inheriting beef. Niggas is taking on beef of another person and just running with it.
They
That's
said,
all it is.
I don't know for me to read this out just to kind of so you can make sure you hit all your points too.
Yeah, read it out because I can help you.
Oh, they say, all right, I'm gonna read this out, chat. So this is a little lengthy. I ain't gonna say where this is from. Shout out to this guy though. They say it's all allegedly, and they say the case is closed too. So F it. The day D Money got killed, Pooh pulled up to the hood to holler at his peoples, but when they pulled up, D Money was over there chopping it up with some Trula. Keep in mind, Double R was on D Money ass too. They were looking for him to kill him because he had his homie kill Scar homies. Pooh pulled up and saw D Money. Pooh asked him, "What's all that shit you talking about 23 them?" D Money told that boy, "Whatever I'll say it again," and continued to ask Pooh who the F you supposed to be. Pooh spazzed out on D Money, but D Money wasn't backing down, bro. They pulled guns out and all. It's daytime and they in the middle of AOB hood about to kill each other until the old heads jumped in. To your point, the old heads, you know what I'm saying? They got the respect and in between and broke it up. D Money continued to tell Pooh he'll kill his daddy, his mama, whoever else. Pooh told that boy, bet that, and they jumped in their cars and pulled off. D Money stuck around the whole entire day and didn't leave until it got dark. But keep in mind, he in Pooh Hood, where all his cousins run the whole South Memphis area. Pooh told AOB let him know when D Money leave the hood. When D Money left, he only made it up the street before Double R and Chopper Gang hopped out on him and sprayed the car because D Money to hit a light pole, and the story goes on.
Mm, uh, I believe that. Because who was going to tell on Pooh Shiesty? If that's the case, who was going to tell on Pooh Shiesty? Like you said, he had the whole South Memphis. That's his family. Who was going to tell him? That's the same thing right now, bro. If I go home to Murder Town right now, when I go home for Christmas, and I catch a body in my whole hood is my family, literally. My best friend got the biggest family. My mom and my side of the family, we known in the projects because of my grandma and my family and my daddy know. My mama and my best friend, his uncle is my stepdad. My best friend, his niece is my niece because my homeboy Doe that I talk about, that's his niece. My sister is his baby mama. So it's like my hood so big and everybody know me. Everybody know me, T. Everybody know Big Gang. Everybody know Caddy. Everybody know me. So if I do some shit in my hood, 9 times out of 10, just based off the nigga I am. And if I ain't doing it to nobody in my neighborhood, ain't nobody gonna tell on me. That's like that's like a rapper from another area coming to my hood, and he kicking it with another nigga, and me and him get into it, and he tell me he'll do this, he'll do that, and I come back, and he leave my hood, I trail him and get down on him. 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody in my hood gonna say nothing. For what? It's me. You get what I'm saying?
Yup.
Caddy had a good reason. That's how they gonna look at it. Caddy, folks, gang, man, you know, gang, man,
When somebody,
gang ain't tripping for nothing. That's how they
especially
coming.
when somebody really on that, you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh, you talking crazy?" Okay, and like you said, if they, like you said, if they in your hood, it's like, "Oh, you asking for it?"
Yeah, my homeboy's gonna look at the nigga. My homeboy is gonna look like, nigga, you know where you at? Nigga talk crazy to me. My partner, like, man, one or two will come in and break it. My stepfather come in. My stepdaddy, fat man, to come in and be like, hey, bro, nah, woo, woo. But they gonna look at the nigga like, nigga, you know where you at? Like, nigga, you know where you at? This my shit. This is my neighborhood. I live over here, bro. I'm this home. This home. Like, this my home of record. Like, if I leave Texas right now and go back to Chicago, even on my ID, my paperwork, my military paperwork, my social security paperwork, everything, my home of record, 3735, the rest. Y'all know I'm from the low end. So I've been here my whole life. I'm 30, I'm gonna be 38. I've been here my whole life. Nobody just my whole hood know me. They've been knowing me since I've been 8 years old. Whole project's been knowing me. The whole area been knowing me since I was 5. Nobody telling on me. The camera gonna have to do their work. So when you get that out and you get the song Allegations, it hit different when you listen to it now, don't it?
Yeah, it definitely do.
It hit different. It hit totally different. Allegations hit different. It do now because now you got Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 on the song talking about what's alleged and what's allegations. And now when I listen to it, I'm like, dang, they probably talking about this with True Mafia D Money. But that all goes back in the convoluted tale about the streets in the war in Memphis, man. It's just one of them things, man. It just is complicated. They gang culture more complicated than ours, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't. They got it. Memphis got it. Like it's too much going on with them, man. It's too much going on with Memphis, man. Ooh, man. And then they talking about. Did you see the? I'm looking at my screen right now. You seen where they talking about the murder I mean, not the murders, but Big U. Big U facing 600 years.
Mm. 600. See, that'd be crazy when cats be giving cats that, like, hold on, 600 years? Because how big you? 50?
Yeah, man. Why? Here's my thing. Why they just won't give niggas like regular time? You got the rest of your life. That's all you got to tell a nigga. You got the rest of your life, bro.
Like 600 years, so that means they gonna take their body and just bury it, and then they gonna take the casket and put it into jail. Here's another 600 years, and you take
Yeah,
them
like
out.
what you gonna do? 600 years. You got double life. So even if you get a conviction turned over, you still got a life sentence. Maybe that's what they do it for. Who knows? But that's the thing. I don't think people understand in the court of law. People do like 12, 15 years, find the right law in the law library or the right law loophole, it can get out on a appeal. And a lot of people, I tell people all the time, if the judge give you double life or life plus 150 years or something like that, that's because he know you can probably get out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If it makes sense, he probably know it's a loophole you gonna find while you in there that you can get out.
maybe, probably so, or they got you dead to rights.
Yeah, or they got you dead to rights, and they know you ain't going nowhere. For the most part, that's because they know it's a loophole in it. So even if he get this conviction overturned, he still got 150 years. Now let's see him try to fight that. That's how they come. He might can get an appeal for this, but he can't get an appeal for this. He might can get an appeal for this, but he can't get an appeal for that. You feel what I'm saying? It's the law. It's loopholes everywhere. You could go to the law library and be convicted for one thing and find the right law and technicality and go to court off that alone. That packet, get that packet and get your case overturned if you know how to do it. Real talk.
Yeah,
I seen dudes get out of jail when they be like, "Hey, they ain't reading my rights." That's why they changed that law. For years, remember was if they didn't read your Miranda rights, you could get. Remember
yeah.
that if they didn't read you your Miranda rights, you could get out. You could flip that on the technicality and get out. Then it got to the point where they was like, "Nah, they don't got to read you your Miranda rights no more. They don't got to read it to you. They don't got to tell you you have to write the main side. They can apprehend you first, then read it to you. At first, they couldn't touch you or apprehend you without telling you your Miranda rights. They couldn't even touch you at one point in time without reading your rights first. They had to stop you and tell you you have the right to remain silent, and then they can lock you up. Now they don't got to do it no more because they changed the laws. The law got changed. You can if you look it up, you can find the right loophole. That's on everything. And that's why they like K Flock, he could go to jail. If Shorty go to the right law library and find the right law, he can probably get a lesser conviction. He could probably get some crimes removed. He can probably get good time. If he go in there, do some programs, do some counseling, do some therapy, get a diploma, get a degree, they'll fuck around and let him out in 10. They'll let him out in 10, 15 if you do it right.
That's why a lot of people say to be in that library and try to get them law books because you know what I'm saying you can find something if you do it right. But that's why them cats be having them stacks of books. They're like, I got my law books, got for the law. Like you got to
Nah,
be.
my homeboy, he did 15 years. He found the right law and got his conviction overturned.
Yeah, if you do it right, but then unless there's certain cases where there ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah, you did the right. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. They got you. They got you on candid camera. They got the whole thing going down. They got the whole thing going down. They got the whole shebang going down. So it's easier for them to just be like, "Hey, you gotta go down." And it's just one of them horrible things where it's like you hate to see it for a lot of these kids, from K Flock to Durk, all these Pooh Shiesty, all of them, because he home now. I feel like Pooh Shiesty, he gonna make a difference. He gonna make a difference.
You don't
But
think you don't think he's going down the wrong path, doing like all this, dissing. He going that NBA young boy. He going that. I mean, I guess he's showing his Dirk allegiance, but he going that young boy dissing what is it? Finesse 2 times and dissing Moneybag Yo on that first day out.
I'm gonna say this: how do we really know he dissing niggas?
Like that's what the fans are alluding to.
Yeah.
This is all for allegedly for entertainment purposes.
If niggas take it that way, I don't think.
I'm no monkey. You got me weak, bro. I just saw that.
Yeah, hey, look at it like this. If I think if Pooh Shiesty really wanted to diss, I think if Pooh Shiesty really wanted to diss, he would. I think if Pooh Shiesty really wanted to, he could. It ain't no reason for him to diss the niggas. Like, I just don't diss him, cause I don't think he can actually rap.
Oh, Pooh Shiesty is he got the flow and he can rap. Not just that he can rap, but he also got that the flow, the Memphis flow, and he ain't like you
Oh, he
said.
said their name. Oh yeah, I mean, if he said their name on first day out, then it is what it is.
Because then also he was talking about the tummy tuck, and I think he was kind of spraying a lot towards Moneybag Yo and Finesse. You feel me?
Hey, look. If he
Yeah,
is,
over
so
there
what? Hey, if
dissing me
he is,
possible.
hey, look. If he is, so what? I ain't gonna cap. Little nigga, the man. He the man. He got that. He fresh out popping his shit. He got the plaques, all that. That he the man. He the man. Shorty the man. Y'all been lacking. He been locked up. Y'all been lacking. If he coming at him, so what? It's good for the sport. We need to see that. I'm waiting on Drake to come back. I hollered at Drake. Drake told me he on the way back. You know, Drake big six guy. You know, he big game. You feel me? And you know, by big game being the head of the GD Department of Entertainment, I get all the acts like, you know, JHE Rugers, Kanye West, and I hollered at Drake. And Drake told me, he said, man, gang, they counted me out, bro. They let that nigga Kendrick get down on me, folks. And I got to get him back. And I was like, man, look, folks, just take your time in the studio. When you get a turn, when you get a chance, after I come to Chicago, Big Gang gonna come to Toronto. I'm gonna come to the state. We're gonna go to the studio. We're gonna knock out some hits. We're gonna get you back right. So I'm waiting, like that's all Pooh Shiesty doing. He just getting off. I'm getting Drake ready for his comeback to it. And you know, we gonna party.
You know the one thing with Drake, and I don't know if I told you this or somebody I told, with Drake, he's the only artist that can just let his music do the talking, because
You
everybody
told
else
me that.
they gotta go at Drake. They gotta go at him, like Kendrick had to go at Drake for his stuff to really do that. Like if Drake really honed in and was like, all right, let me put not that Nokia shit that he put out, not none of that, like actually put out some Drake stuff. I think that he could really, you know what I'm saying? He's the only rapper that can do that. But the thing is like, is he washed up or not? Like No Monkey said, like that's the big question you got to ask yourself. Like, can he
Man,
do it? Is he too defeated?
I
So
don't look. I'm gonna say this. I think Drake got one more run left in him. I think Drake got like a last album or two in him. He got one more run in him, and then he could just walk away. He could just walk away. He can make OVO sound a big label, and then he can ride off into the sunset. Like, bro, Drake, you had a damn near 15-year run, bro. You had a 15-year run, bro. You had a run most rappers don't have in a lifetime.
yeah, well, I would say to a 2010 to, well, 2009 is when he really came on the scene. But
Yeah, he done had like almost a 15-year run. I think it's okay to say, all right, bro, y'all got it.
yeah, 15
I,
years straight too, not even a break. Like a lot of cats will end up taking that break and then doing their thing. But Drake did 15 years straight, and it was
Drake did 15 straight. Drake had a 15-year run.
on
I,
top.
I can, I think Drake can chill. I think Drake can chill. I think he got one more run in him, man. That's my honest opinion. But Pooh Shiesty the man right now. Like this my opinion. Then I'm wrap it up. Me personally, I feel that Key Glock is the number one rapper out of Memphis. If you ask me, you ask Dimitri Big Gang Faulkner, who I think the number one commercial rapper that's a man is out of Memphis. I'm gonna say Key Glock.
So only this
Tour endorsement.
that's even over Glow.
Yeah, over. I'm talking about male. I
Oh,
ain't Glow. Yeah, I ain't gonna go Glow. I ain't gonna go Glow. I'm talking about male.
Glow
If I
for
say
women,
male,
a lot of time women gonna be the more marketable one.
yeah. So I'm talking about male. Male. Male wise, that nigga is the best. The best. Like he the biggest rapper out of Memphis. Pooh Shiesty coming home is now a problem and a threat to that. Just being honest. And I think Pooh Shiesty gonna take advantage and he gonna kill. He gonna kill, he gonna strike, and he gonna destroy. And he gonna win. And that's my honest opinion, man. And that's really what I think about that. That's my honest to God, honest truth opinion. Like he got Big 39. He got his right hand man clean and sober. He got everything on one page. He's sober. He rapping his ass off. He making good music. He doing interviews. Man, he the hottest rapper in the game right now. Hip hop in a good place right now. Max B, Pooh Shiesty. It's gonna be a good winner. It's gonna be a good winner in a good first quarter next year. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see where the music go in the next year or so. I'm looking for it. He a problem though. Key Glock holding it down for sure. Like I said, like I knew I wasn't tripping Key Glock is the #1 male rapper out of Memphis. Like sales, touring, endorsements, deal, major label support, all that. Man, Key Glock had the song of the summer. Let's go. Yeah. He had, yeah, bro. Spike Lee, all that, bro. Like Key Glock for sure is a, a platinum plus superstar. So that's big game takes on tonight. I'm glad I could tap in on some hood lore. I could give y'all a little story or two. I could tap in with y'all. Look, man, y'all add me on Instagram, add me on Facebook. Y'all tap in with me. I'm down to do promos, cross whatever y'all want to interview me, whatever. I interview y'all, whatever. I got a show December 19th at Blindside off C Street. Be there, be square. Y'all lock in. Y'all get in with me. Peace. Hold on, let me see. It's in a good place. But all that behind the scenes beef making sales go up too, but the depth's killing it. That's very true. Rap ain't the same, bro. You right.